15 points away, and then you check in with the Falcons. And man, it's kind of scary when you start seeing the North clear out for them.
Oh, Joe on the rotation fighting B-Mark means Biffle can get an easy third party. He's going to steal that kill away from B-Mark and says, hey, thanks for cleaning that up for me, my man. Now I'm on 2. How about I kill you as well? That's 3 if he can get the clean wipe. Take a look at this new zone. It's not a true pop-off circle, and frankly, probably won't end there at all. We might be seeing that Superstore South military circle that's actually going to favor where the Exiles are and FaZe Black.
It's one of those circles I was calling out while we were chatting before the game. I was like, hey, can we get one of them? That would be great to see. For COD Unity, though, who land Zaravan City, have one of the longest rotations, and the timing will be of the essence. But first, we've got to deal with noobs. We've got to deal with Vitality. Yet again, we do it with ease. Dongi on 5 eliminations, 9 minutes in to the drop number 7.
Dongi is not looking to relinquish that top fragger title that he has currently earned. And again, this squad has worked so hard through every single map to make some of the hardest rotations through City and across the river. And finding Patzuka, Vitality has just been in a blender this whole tournament, unfortunately. And Rational is going to say, hey, Dongi, that's for you, my man. We're going to set you up for success and continue to make sure that you are the top fragger. I think that's now 6 for Dongi. Make it 7 for Dongi in this game. If you had any question that COD Unity would be past our threshold after this one, I'm sure those questions are dropping out of your head quick.
Still got to get to the north we go, into Lowtown or through it. Omit EU elsewhere, Aiden's team fighting multiple squads, getting into the mix, but now we set our sights onto the dark. He peeks, Unrational connects, we rip the plates off him. Can we take it from Castillo? This damage that Unrational has been able to do with the Moors is allowing Dongi and Scummin to just circle around them and deal the rest of the damage and get those eliminations.
Unrational's played the perfect support player. You're not going to see him on the top fragging list, but he is setting up his teammates for success over and over again. It would be fun to look at his damage as well to set up his teammates. But Dongi's going to make the push, look for the isolation of the 1v1. Castillo out. Not a full isolation, though. We lose Dongi in the process. Again, a hair too aggressive. This team could have played slower, and they could have saved Dongi's life. Instead, they're going to spend some cash. Back up to Popov, the only team in Popov, at least on this side of Popov, on the south-hand side. It's this Revenge Tour squad. We got B-Mark, J-Tech, and Slide. They're here to play, and they've been up here all day. And frankly, I'm not sure they're getting paid for it. They've been hanging out near the edge of Kotovo and Popov, and have had a little bit of a slow day today.
Yeah, they had that buy station there that they had just passed by, and it was during that fire sale course of time. We see just how much funds the Falcons have in the back of their pocket. We all have durables, we have self-reses, we've got the UAVs. We are poised to take this towards the end, and knowing that all of them usually have a portable buy, but it's FaZe, and they keep on moving. You can see Superstore just upon the horizon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's definitely Aiden shooting out over the top of them. With Superstore still in zone, they said, we dropped here, and we're gonna defend it as well. Aiden, they need a pretty big game, but everybody's coming to them. Just a question of how many kills can they pick up in that rotation. FaZe having a good one right now, a sizable amount of eliminations for this squad. Currently 4, obviously, for Sage, looking to figure out where do we go from here. Redeploy drones and everything in between. They've got every piece of resources they need to find success on this map, and they have cleaned out Lowtown. And now just got to figure out, do we want to run at Superstore? Do we want to run at Aiden? Or do we need to maybe make a different rotation? I think they're going to wait on this zone. So let's take a look at that zone if we can. It's going to be closing here in about 10 seconds and see where it goes. Does it go to military? Is it the one we've been waiting for? I think it might be, Tiff.
If it does, I love where Team Aiden has positioned themselves in Superstore with that buy station. And man, this is going to get wild really quick. I look towards Team Zach, who have actually fallen dead center for the most part on that island. FaZe now have to rotate just a little north, just to where we saw Superstore, right? Team Aiden in. But think of how open this positioning is. And I love that you see Omit EU in the dead center with the train. So they'll have a buy station, resupply on that ammo cache. But how are the Falcons going to approach this one? You've got Omit NA just towards your east.
Yep. Omit NA is trying to play gatekeepers. And, well, the Falcons say, let's stay true to our namesake. Let's take to the skies. And whether or not that's a good decision, we'll decide here shortly, because they are on edge of zone. Young trying to shoot beams, trying to shoot down the heli. And so Shifty has to run a marathon to get to zone. No kills to his name, but it doesn't matter. They don't need him. Just a win is needed from this squad. Omit NA trying to play gatekeepers. This is a fight that's going to happen. without a vehicle, it has to happen if you're Omit NA. They're having a good day today, but they need a great day. And to do that, you need more games.
No, I don't even want them to be gatekeepers. I want them to pull a full-on Gandalf and say, you shall not pass. But Biffle still putting the hurt down onto Omit NA. The smokes come out, try to cut those lines of sight, but all it's going to take, one live ping, maybe an advanced UAV. They've got the funds. They've already thrown down the portable buy, and Biffle is looking to get mixy. Thought about jumping up on the truck, doesn't do it, but Omit NA dropped to the low ground, and from the north, you can see another squad, EP Downs, want to get in on the action.
Yeah, Revenge Tour also playing cross. We're going to do a quick listen in with the Falcons to see where they go from here, because there's a lot of teams looking at them.
Our teammate just came. Look at this guy. Our tower's got a car. They're just laying down. Look, they're laying down. They're getting shot in the back, probably. They're just laying down on our side. Cracked them. Disable their car. I got to pee on that shit, alright? I got to pee on that shit. I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna back up and get some shit. Look behind us.
You did recon, by the way.
They're gonna get third, bro. Look, they're all about to fight hella. I'm gonna grab a fucking mortar real quick, though. So set up this game. I got a util box.
We'll go get some too. I'm getting the mortar.
I bought a mortar and a util. I bought a mortar and a util.
I'll buy the one.
I'm gonna get a bunker. I'll buy some shit too. Okay.
How about a mortar?
It'd be nice to have it in pocket.
Yo, I have a portal as well, alright? Mortar, bunker, and a UE. Look at this end game, bro. It's gonna be that one bridge end game on top side.
I got another bunk and another util, okay?
Yeah, use cover because right next time is gonna look.
We just gotta buy station on our shit now. Right team. Yeah, we could also get another advance then. Yeah, I'll drop our money.
Bro,
Take up a little bit of space. You see us get deep left? We have a recon drone us, by the way. Under us, just spotting us. He's just right here, idle.
Kill it.
Right here on our side, on our side, on our side. He's dead. One.
Good loot. I got that full if you can.
I'm so fucking loot. Teammates closer, teammates closer. Behind the star, behind the portable, behind the portable. Oh, bump that portable. Go over our back zip. Go over our back zip.
Looking at our back
Bump that portable, just make sure he's not in there.
The top side, listen. It's that end game with one.
Nothing.
You know what I'm talking about? Top side. We only be on top side.
There you go. Right here. Yep. 3.
Well, the IGL Hisoka has spoken. He says topside, we go topside, and we'll see if he's right. I'm sure he probably is. Now, a couple teams in the area to play spoiler. Of course, you see FaZe Black there lurking in the shadows on that high ground position. They are outside the zone. The spot he's talking about is just to the south of that, and you actually see on our map that Omit EU is on the train tracks, just to the east side of that kind of northern end zone that he's talking about. So we'll see if it ends up going there. Omit NA has completely abdicated from this fight, and they've actually gone onto the island, dead center of all that water, and are reaping teams as well. So they're moving up this leaderboard pretty dramatically as FaZe Black is trying to creep down into zone, and they might be held here by the Falcons.
Oh, flanked down and out. The angles that you could take from this bridge. So if you think about the biggest threats to it, it is FaZe Black, right? They dive down to the low ground here, but also Exiles and military base side of thing, XTH. You've got a couple more over there, even Team Super Evan, but they've got to clear it out. And now Community on double-digit eliminations have set their sights onto Omit NA. Let it burn. We need 7 more points.
This island is ours. My goodness, Omit NA obliterated off the island, and Young's is swimming for his life right now, looking for any semblance of a multiplier. We have 16 teams remaining, and Community likely has done enough at this point. I'm not going to call it that they're past 150 points, but I'm sure they will be, especially if they can secure top 10, which is likely looking like it will be the case. You see Super Evan's team in the Salmon 9 off the right-hand side. Omit EU on the train right now, on the train's tracks. This is win condition that the Falcons were talking about. They got here early. Anybody else that's been playing a lot of scrims, they know this spot well. Shifty a little bit isolated, knowing that the Italians are down below. He is actually out in the gas, getting held by a couple teams from distance. He's going to smoke and run and try to help out his teammates by wiping these Italians. Unfortunately, there's a long angle on it.
There really is, but their ability to put themselves into a god spot with the least amount of resistance is uncanny. Team Super Evan there on the train, out in gas. Biffle with their eyes set straight onto him, but it backs on up. You can see Team Aiden from the south, out of Superstore we go. They seem closer to the circle alongside FaZe from the south. The big fight here is going to be Aiden. It's going to be Exiles as they reek up on that eastern side of things.
all eyes on the Falcons, but in the top right-hand corner, you see that FaZe is having a banger game right now. There is a chance if FaZe wins this, they could also breach 150 points. Yes, this might be the final map. These might be the final moments of the final map, where we could see several teams past our 150-point threshold at the end of this one. Top 10 means community, likely done enough. Super Evan falls in 11th. Unfortunately, no multipliers for you, but Ahsoka on high ground. It's youngsters playing spoiler as a solo from distance. Luckily, just a hair, enough of cover to stay alive as Omit EU trying to regain, and Ahsoka has a flank.
And the angles, right? Omit EU, formidable foes, but they're already preoccupied with Team Aiden on the other side. Z-Smith down and out, and Omit NA wiped. Shifty, this is where he's gonna get crazy. He's gonna extend out, look for these eliminations. Third party at Omit EU. The formidable foes, they're down, they're out. More eliminations across the board, but COD-Munity, 0.8 points away. They're still up in it. Can they get to 150? Can they stop the Falcons?
Unbelievable. DJ Moss was able to pick up a lot of eliminations and stay alive, but the Falcons have all three up and everybody else is killing each other. The Falcons are in the best position to win it all. They not only have high ground, sure they gotta move into zone, but FaZe is going viral in the water. It's Clapper trying to play spoiler. Lin FIFA, sure, you're still up. FaZe doing everything they can to try to breach the threshold. COD-Munity is past it. They are on threshold, but it may not matter. The Falcons are the only team, I believe, with all three alive besides Team Clapper, who I believe are nearly dead last. The Falcons are probably going to win it. Can anybody answer the call to stop this dynasty?
They were a wild card for a reason, was that Team Clapper, but what can they do when you have the playable space, when you have the angles? They're unleashing their inner kaijus and reaping it straight across to Lennon we go. FIFA sitting ducks in the water.
Chance. There's no chance. The Falcons have the best position. All three up. Plenty of resources. Look how many plates they have. Everything is going their way. The only thing that could make this difficult is if this next zone pulls towards Rocket. If they get the pull, maybe. The problem is it's in the water. It's got to pull all the way to Freddy for this to even be a problem for the Falcons. They've got the best spot. It does. It goes to the Falcons. They have the best spot. They are going to win this game. It's just a matter of time. There has to be an absolutely Herculean effort from somebody else in this lobby to stop this tournament from being over.
And they are just putting the pressure onto everyone. Left out into the gas we go. Biffle wants to claim the top of that elimination leader, but wants to cement the dynasty. We talked about it. Is it the last dance? I don't know, but they could cement themselves in history here.
The Falcons, the flip of the coin, lands on a knife's edge. Freddy, Zanks, you have no chance, my friends. All three up, and they're gonna style on them. The Falcons needed one. The Falcons are your champions. They are inevitable. The dynasty has been etched in stone forever. The Falcons are the best Warzone team of all time. There is no question. There is no debate. No one can shake their finger at him and say, not today. Think about the history. Think about the other teams. The Falcons are the best team to ever grace this game.
You heard it from the Falcons themselves. The interview stating that there is not a single player in the world that they would ever replace one another with. If this is true, if this is Biffle's last dance, you might as well write the perfect final chapter here in Urzikstan.
Vegas goes wild for the champions. Was it what we expected? Sure. Did it happen the way we expected? Certainly not. But when you awoke the Falcons soared, and they won this whole event. Falcons are gonna head down to the stage where all the fans are crowding around, because sure, they've won $300,000, but they've also won a trophy that they've gotta lift him.
Soka won in Caldera. He reigns supreme here in Urzikstan. Biffle with a back-to-back alongside Shifty as the boys approach one of their prizes, the trophy here, lifted by some of the greatest of all times.
There is no more question. There's no mark on anybody's name. Everybody believes these are the best three players in the world. The Falcons are your World Series of Warzone 2024 champions.
gentlemen, you called it. You said you woke up. You woke up a man of your word. We've never seen a team like it. Shifty, how do you describe this moment?
It's incredible, man. I mean, for the past months, I've been seeing the number 7, and we won it in fucking Game 7. I mean, I believe in manifestation in this team. I mean, the greatest of all fucking time, the greatest IGL of all time, and hey, the greatest fragger. I think I can say that. You know, fucking 3 for 3. Soka came into this team with a different fucking mindset. We knew we were gonna win. We knew. There's no doubt in my mind. I don't care if we had a bad start or whatever. I knew once we got there that we were gonna ace. And it being on Game 7 was just testament to what I believe in and what the team believes in. We're just the greatest fucking team. But one thing I do have to say, man, one thing I need to say, listen, please, I need one individual, man. Rob, you need to admit that us 3, we are the greatest trio to ever play this game. And I need you also to understand and admit that Diaz Biffle is the best player in the fucking world. It is not anyone that he has said it was. He is the greatest of all time. Because of D, we're able to work as hard as we fucking do. This kid is a fucking GOAT.
Well said, brother. That's for you as well. All right, well, a great team is nothing without a great leader. Soka, you're up next, mate. Firstly, plates. Always need the plates, baby.
Double fisted, baby. What club we going tonight, chat? Come on, what's up? I'm at the Weird Nightclub. What's up? What's up?
How do you describe this moment? A great tournament from the whole squad, but you've been credited with some of the massive changes, the big wins, the decisions made in game. How do you feel about that?
Feels great, man. You know, last year I came short, came second. No one knows this, but I cried in my room by myself like a little baby. So they introduced me to the team, they had faith in me, and they trusted me. And once there's trust on the team, there's chemistry, we're undeniable. The generational one, baby, you can't deny us now.
Undeniable is the only way to describe it. Congratulations once again, fellas. I think I've got one more plate. We've got one more plate to give. Biffle, we'll keep this one. First and foremost, that's for you, sir. Congratulations. Everyone wants to know, the music's finally stopped. Is this the last dance?
I know the competitors, they want us, or they want me to leave because we're too fucking dominant. But I think I'll stay in their fucking nightmares one more year. I'll give it another year. Fuck it.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Falcons, your World Series of Warzone Global Final Champions.